from?
I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville. So what was it like, speaking of the removed, what was it like growing up in the Watson household?
In the Watson home, you're going to memorize Bible verses. And you're going to come in when the street lights came on. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we had a lot of rules.
Who would you say, growing up during that period of time, was the most influential person in your life?
First off, I was just like, I would say my mom. She was the one that grinded. She was the one that made sure that I always had. But as far as, I didn't really listen to my mom in that regard with the rules and stuff that she had. I would follow after my older brother and the things that he would tell me to do. And so both of them were influential, but kind of in different ways. Mm-hmm. My mom, she gave me my passion, my desire, like my go hard mentality in raising sons, because not being a man, she don't know how to really raise a man. So she raised us extra hard. To make up for any lacks and any deficiencies, because that's kind of what happens, you know what I'm saying, in single parent homes where a woman is trying to raise men, and men end up sometimes lacking in different ways. So she raised us extra hard with extra hard rules or whatever. So, and then another side, influenced my brother.
Your brother.
Yeah.
So we got to vet you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You just can't just come up in here and marry Janette, walk away off into the sunset like it's all good. Nobody knows about Matt.
Okay.
So we want to get into your little dating history. Okay? Okay? We ain't going to be too personal.
Okay.
A little bit, though. A little bit.
All right.
So tell us about your first crush. And how old were you? And why were you attracted to your first crush?
Man. Yeah. All right, so being from the inner city, I was raised on a lot of hood and inner city shows and TV shows and things. And so it's like my first crush, I remember like it was yesterday. I was in the second grade. And I remember her name. Can I say her name?
Hey.
Wow, because a lot of people don't know who this is, but because you know, at elementary school, you remember everybody's first and last name.
Oh, yeah.
But her name was Sharissa Napper.
What's up, Sharissa?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what attracted you to Sharissa? I guess like in second grade, she's a girl. She's pretty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she was super athletic as well.
Okay.
And so she had kind of a tomboy thing going. And so I was really, I really liked that about her as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she was just, I guess, everything that I could dream of as a second grader. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8 years old. She was everything I could dream of. She was my heart's desire.
Your little baby heart.
Yeah.
How has what you're attracted to or your type evolved over that period of time? What has changed?
So I've always liked girls, well, in that sense, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, girls, but women, even now, as far as that are naturally beautiful, like don't put on a lot of makeup, don't do a whole lot of things as far as like preparation is quicker than longer. That has always been attractive to me. Literally, the one who the Lord gives you is like that literally becomes your type. Like every single thing about Janette, like that is my type. Yeah. From the freckles, I mean everything about her is my type. And so, yeah.
Cute. In a couple months, you guys are gonna be married.
Yeah.
So from a boy growing up in Florida to a man now in California, how has your view of marriage changed? What's been your influence as far as your understanding of what marriage is?
Well, first, even while I was in Alabama, God, by His grace, showed me families. That was a concept that I didn't understand. Being from Jacksonville, like literally, broken homes. That's the norm. Like if you don't have a broken home, it's like you're weird. Like you're looked at and you're ostracized because you have a mother and a father. And so going to Alabama and being saved by God's grace while I was there, I was able to see those Christian families, and I'm like, this is what a husband does, because I've never seen a husband. I've never seen what a husband does. This is what a father does. I've never seen what a father does. And so it's just like, it really opened my eyes to what life is really all about as far as a husband and a wife working together to raise godly children. So in that concept, in that way, it has changed completely, complete 180 as to what I thought a Christian upbringing and raising a family, a marriage relationship is all about. Completely changed because I had never seen it before.
Right. So I want to ask you something about Janette's piece. I Will Wait. Okay. So a lot of brothers thought. Okay. I'm gonna just be honest with you. A lot of brothers thought that they were who she was waiting on. Okay. You know this, I'm sure. But they were not. They were not the one. You were the one. You were the brother she was talking about in the I Will Wait piece. How do you internalize that?
One word. It's humbling. Humbling. Because the things that she described in that piece were all those things that through the series of like 7 or 8 different families that I got to see. And I'm like, this is the man that I want to be. And then when she got towards the end of the piece, when she not only focused in on who the man would be, but who she is. Right. Like literally people, I was sitting with one of my classmates and his wife at the time, and they now have 2 kids at the time, but I was sitting next to them. And I was like, she describing my future wife. She describing my future wife. And then we kind of had a joke between us, like, yeah, there's no California, there's no women out here in California, like, cause this is my first year out here. Right. He was like, yeah, you're not gonna find it out here. You're gonna have to wait till you go back to the South to get that. I was like, well, I guess I have to wait. But not knowing that we would actually even meet up together that night, Janette and I, and even the Lord just blessed that conversation that night, and how he set that up. But it was just very humbling to be there and even to know how the piece has impacted many people.
But what advice would you give, seeing how you were the subject of that piece and apparently fit the profile? What advice would you give to a single guy out there who wants to be the godly man that this woman is waiting on? What advice would you give to that guy?
Study the scriptures. That's number 1. And 2, get around other godly men that can show you, that can teach you, that can tell you, that can show you your mistakes, your flaws. Because a lot of times it's not that a person goes into a relationship or goes into a marriage not knowing their flaws. They know their flaws and they say, I'm going to keep these flaws, and those flaws just get exaggerated in that relationship. But if a person can know their flaws before they get into a relationship, they can waste less time, because a lot of people waste time in relationships that never end up becoming marriages because they're just tolerating and putting up with the other person's flaws, but they know that they're not willing to do that for the rest of their life. So it's like, I'm putting up with this person now, but I ain't finna do this forever. So it's just kind of, I want a boo, I want somebody right now, and so I'm finna tolerate this stuff that I can't stand for this period of time. So I would tell that guy, like, 1, know yourself, know the ways that you fall short, know your sin, know your shortcoming, and attack them. And even I'm talking about Papa earlier, hate your sin. Like I would tell that young brother, hate your sin. I would tell that older brother, hate your sin before you get into any relationship, because if you don't, it's gonna destroy. No matter how godly the young lady is, it's gonna destroy it because you don't hate your sin. So therefore, she ends up being bitter and hate and have sort of a hatred towards you because you don't hate your sin, and she sees the ways that you're improperly leading. And so I would say, get in them scriptures, know the word, and then surround yourself with other godly men that can help to sharpen.
We got a lot of good, juicy details out of you. So I want to go just a little bit deeper now. Deeper into you and Janette's relationship, and I want to start from the beginning. So you guys met before, and then you met kind of again at the night she did I Will Wait. So tell me the whole story, though. I want to know all of the details. So after she did I Will Wait, what happened?
I can't give you the whole story now. We actually have date night, so I got to give you that next time. I can't I can't give you the whole story because I can't give you.
It'd take too long.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we meet up, like, say another time? How about can we go?
That.
Like, can we show up to your date night?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, crew. We're gonna pack it up. We're gonna go with Matt to his date night tonight, and then we'll ask more questions about how they met up. This is gonna be awesome, man. This is gonna be great. I'm so glad you said yes. This is perfect. All right. Adrienne, Kiana, we're gonna pack everything up, and we're gonna follow Matt on a date night. But be normal, be natural. Okay. Just be mad.
I can do that.
There you go.